Do you know, you'll notice that like after every round table, everyone's got a wee drink or two. Do you know what I mean? After that, I didn't allow myself to have even one drink because I would be like, all right, honey, don't tell anyone, but it's actually me. Like, I was just like, I'm not even going to chance it. Like the first drop of wine that passes these lips and I'm like, me. I didn't start to write Rachel's name. However, I didn't know what name was going onto my slate until the chalk touched the slate. And that is the honest truth. And it's not because I wanted to take all the money for myself, but it's because I thought Rachel may have turned on me. But in the end, regardless of how the vote went, I just wanted to leave with my head held high. And I thought, look, even if it all goes wrong, at least I've stuck to my end of the deal. And that was the most important thing for me. Yeah, so I actually was in Belfast on holiday in November and I met up with Rachel. We had a really lovely time together, went for a wee walk. It was just so nice to see her because we went through so much together and we formed a really, really close bond. And I just get on with her so well and we have a right laugh. So yeah, I went over to see her last year. Myself and Jack actually spoke very soon after the final. I let him come to me because I felt like he was the one that needed to make that first move. And, you know, we spoke, we talked about things. I'd written him a letter as well, just to kind of explain what had happened. Really, it's a testament to Jack's character. You know, we had a chat on the phone and he you know, explained that at the time it was really hard to kind of wrap his head around, but he understood that it was a game and yeah, we played it well. I do not yet have a Harry Styles jumpsuit for every day of the week, but I think he's obviously got great fashion sense because he's modelled himself on me. And no, I've not heard his new song, but I do promise I'll listen to it. I've got plenty memes that are my favourites, and I need to say these memes have been phenomenal. Like, they reminded me right throughout this show that it's supposed to be fun, it's a game, and that's been so wonderful. The one where Harriet basically blows the cover off Rachel inside the confessional, I think my eyes could not be any wider. There's also another one where I'm dancing with Scooby-Doo in a jumpsuit. I don't know how someone's done that, but I mean, props to them. But I mean, there are too many to count and they have been fantastic. I would have liked Fiona to have been in the game for as long as physically possible because she was just a riot a second. Honestly, you never knew what was going to come out of her mouth. She was so funny. But also I hadn't quite realised how like atomic she was going to be during the game. And I think, to be honest, like, she had the most amazing time and she went out in the most amazing style. And I just think it was perfect, absolutely perfect. I'm going to pick two just because I'm greedy like that. I would love to play with Alan, just like Alan Carr, that is, just because I think, like, although I hadn't seen his series before doing mine, I do feel like we kind of had a similar energy in the castle. And then also Minah. I absolutely love Minah, and I think she was a phenomenal, formidable traitor. And also, what a turret that would be, eh? Me, Minah and Alan Carr. Fantastic. Minah and Rachel, I think, would be fantastic together. Well, I say that, but see, they're both incredibly strong women, and you saw what happened when Fiona went into that turret with Rachel. I mean, but yeah, again, like, very, very strong women, and I love surrounding myself with strong women. I have no idea what's next for me career-wise. I've left my job. I am giving myself a bit of time to relax and just really kind of put my feet up for a bit. And once I've managed to kind of let the dust settle on the Traitors and sit down with myself and decide what it is I want to do, then I'll definitely take the time to make that decision.